Wait, it's that noise again. What? For a moment there, I thought it was just going to be like, to be continued, and I was going to be like, wait, you're joking, right? I don't know, maybe the coffin making sounds is the sign that the playthrough is over, so I don't know. But, so what does that mean? The coffin's already making sounds, so maybe it's going to open when we get back? Maybe we're just slower this time around? I don't know. Once there, they headed back toward the main hall and the central staircase. It didn't take them long. Junpei found Seven and Lotus waiting for them. What about Clover? They didn't look happy. Where's Clover? We've got a problem. Clover's gone. What do you mean gone? Junpei and his three companions looked at one another. He turned back to Seven and Lotus. No, she's my favorite! Exactly, what do you mean gone? So here's how the playthrough diverges. It's not just the coffin making noise early, it's Clover being gone. Santa, Ace, and June had their own questions to ask. When? Why? You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you? Seven and Lotus responded as best they could. Yeah, we went through the door together. But Clover barely spoke to us. She just did her own thing the whole time. And the next thing you knew, she wasn't there? There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1. She wouldn't let us into the 4th room. He just said, I'll take care of this one. And shut the door. What? She must have blocked it with something on the other side. No way! Clover! Snake is alive! If you're feeling super depressed, we waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out. We called for her, but she didn't answer. So I kicked down the door. We went into the room. But... what? It was empty. Oh my gosh, what? Clover wasn't there. No, Clover! There's a door on the other wall. And it was open. We figured she opened the door and left by herself. We ran after her, of course, but... well, obviously we didn't find her. You figured that much out. Clover's gone. Junpei thought for a moment. When did this happen? We got her just before you. You certainly have excellent timing. So you haven't searched everywhere other than near the staircase? No, we haven't. Finally, Ace spoke. His voice had an edge of resolve and concern. Very well then, we'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin. There were quick nods all around and the 6 remaining players spread out. Oh boy, what's gonna happen? Junpei and June ran to the large hospital room together. As quickly as they could, they searched around and under the beds and in the corners. She's not here. No, she isn't. Alright, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room. The shower room? That's where her brother is. She might have gone to see him. Except he's not there, and you should have known that. She already told you about the prosthetic fucking arm. Ugh! This could have been avoided. God damn it. June bit her lip. She knew, as Junpei did, that there was only one thing to see in the shower room, and it wasn't pleasant. Well, we might as well check, right? Let's go. There was a screwdriver stuck between the door and the frame. Junpei and June slipped through the door, moved down the hallway, and stepped into the shower room. Am I gonna get to examine the shower room? No luck. Yeah, I don't think she's here. June's voice was faint, and she placed her hands over her mouth. Her face looked a little green. The stench in the room was almost unbearable. It had grown far more unpleasant since their last visit. If Junpei had eaten a lunch, he would have had difficulty retaining. He wanted to leave the room as soon as possible, but he had to be sure. And the only way to be sure was to check the other side of the divider. Wait here. June offered no resistance and nodded weakly to Junpei as he headed around the divider. He stopped at the corner and turned his head. As he expected, Clover was nowhere to be seen. The only thing on the other side of the divider was a dead body, lying in a reddish brown puddle of drying blood. There are many ways a man can die, but the skull was shattered and the head little more than a pulpy mass of brain, bone, and viscera. The left arm was hideously twisted into a... Gosh darn it, you already know this is... The left arm, the one that's prosthetic, mind you, was hideously twisted into a horrific alien shape. The bright white, of the ulna shining through the remains of skin and muscle. Huh? Wait. Oh, now you remember? You've gotta be kidding. Bright white. Ulna. Bones. The pieces fell into place. Junpei remembered something Clover had told him in the laboratory. God damn it, you slow piece of shit! My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they had to cut off his arm. Of course. Of course! Why hadn't you realized it earlier? Yeah, Junpei! Why didn't you realize it earlier? Ah! Clover had told Junpei that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. But the left arm of the corpse behind the divider was quite clearly a real human arm, or at least it had been once. That meant the corpse... It's not Snake's, and I already knew this. Gosh darn it. Junpei and June headed back toward the large hospital room. They stepped through the door, and out of the shower room. Down the hallway they went, searching for Clover in every corner. They had reached the stairs when... Seven appeared, breathless and yelling. Junpei, June, where were you guys? He looked pale and his face was drawn. Something terrible had happened. What? Junpei's breath caught in his throat. Did something happen? Seven drew a shaking hand across his face and gulped down a breath of air. Clover is... What? 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 No! She's the best character! No! The first class bathroom? Don't tell me it was suicide. Oh my god, if it's suicide, Junpei? Oh my god, Junpei! You gotta friggin'... Oh, it better not be. But if it's not, then who the hell killed her? Let's check. This is the door 7 left open, right? Yeah. All sound ceased for Junpei. The world was an empty, muffled expanse. Then he began to hear his own breathing. No, 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 no. June's mouth moved, but he heard nothing. She tried once more, and then her energy was gone, and she collapsed against the wall. Oh my god, if it's suicide, Junpei, you're gonna hate yourself? You better hate yourself. If it's not, then we better find out who did this. I'm gonna hate them! He could have helped her, but he hadn't, and now she was dead. So he stood there, frozen in place. Clover, Clover, why? Why did this happen? He forced his body to move. Each step felt like another nail pounded into his heart. Finally, he was in front of her. He knelt and placed 3 fingers against Clover's neck. No pulse, no breath, but she was still warm and her eyes were closed peacefully. It would have been easy to think she was asleep. Easy, that is, were it not for the slowly expanding puddle of blood beneath her. How did it happen? He traced its source to her back, a gash just beneath her shoulder blade. Was that weapon a knife, perhaps? If it was a knife, the killer had taken it when they left. Wait a second. Okay, it's very unlikely that it's suicide if it was like that. But, still, if it was a knife, could it have been a knife from the freezer? Is this Santa being a fucking douchebag again? When he closed his eyes, he saw Clover's smile. Her innocent smile. Her energy. He would never see her smile again. Why is she smiling? I had a creepy theory just now. Snake is Zero. The reason... And I was right all along about that corpse. he left that behind on purpose, and to make, to confuse people, and he's Zero. Why he made it so that Clover would know, maybe to make the game interesting. But Clover's smiling because she knows now that Snake is alive. So either Snake revealed that and it's like, I don't need you anymore, or the other thing is, someone else knows Snake is alive, figured it out, and then was like, told her, and then killed her. But it's more likely, I guess, that Snake is the killer? I don't know. I was saying since the beginning that's too obvious, and maybe it still is. Maybe I'm falling into the trap of thinking it's Snake again, but I don't know. He could have done something. He could have helped her. His stomach twisted itself into a sickening knot. Junpei lifted a limp June from the floor and carried her from the bathroom. You alright? It was a foolish question, he knew it. Yeah, I think so. Her voice was weak. The fever had gone down, but the emotional scars she'd received were not likely to recede as quickly. Junpei laid his hand on her shoulder, and they walked back to the bedroom. You should get some rest. He lowered June until she was sitting against the bed. She nodded once and stared at the floor. There were 4 others in the room. Ace, Lotus, Santa, and Seven. They all stared at nothing, their faces drawn and tired. After a while, they drifted into the bathroom to see Clover's corpse themselves. Once everyone was back in the bedroom, Junpei walked slowly to the center of it and looked around as the slumped figures gathered there. Who was the first to find the body? Me. Seven spoke from behind Junpei. He turned around. Seven's hand was up. This makes you look suspicious, considering Clover thought it was either you or Santa that killed Snake, but then again, Snake didn't actually die, so don't know what that's going on with. Why'd you come to this room? To look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. You were the one who left this door open earlier, right? As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey guys, I found her, but it's bad. She's in the bathroom, in the first-class cabin. Come quick. Or something like that. Then I went back to the bathroom. Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed up real soon after that. But I guess you two hadn't heard me or something, because you didn't show. So I took off down the stairs to look for you. After that, I mean, you know the rest, right? Junpei nodded and closed his eyes. There was one more thing you need to ask. Seven, there's one more thing I'm worried about. What's that? When we finished all the puzzles into this room and got the door open, you stuck one of those plates in between the doors of the frame, right? Door in the frame, right? Why'd you do that? Come on, didn't I already tell you that? I did it so that the door wouldn't lock. So we could come back to this room. Oh! You think I did it? Well, I don't know. That kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it? Seven sighed and shook his head. Follow me. There were 2 doors standing next to one another. He opened the one on the right. Behind the door was a closet. Are we going to get to see what's inside the safe now? That I was wondering about at the beginning of the playthrough? Seven stepped inside. He stood in front of one of the shelves that filled it and gestured towards a small box. The box was a small metal cube. He looked at Junpei. This is the reason. The safe. We couldn't open it when we were getting through this room. I figured there might be something pretty important in it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Me neither. Besides, I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put that plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way. You get it now? Junpei nodded and looked at the safe. He grabbed the handle and shook it. Nothing happened. It was as locked as it had been when Seven found it. There was one change, however. Just underneath the safe was a pile of fine reddish brown powder. Rust. Junpei stared at it for a moment. Had someone opened the safe, dislodging the rust? Snake! Junpei left the closet. Seven followed him back to the bedroom. It was cold and quiet. No one spoke. They sat frozen in place by shock and grief and fatigue. Where's this playthrough gonna go? When's the to be continued gonna come? The room felt tiny and oppressive, and the thick metallic smell of blood filled the room. It can't be as simple as it being Santa, right? Because isn't he screwing himself over then? Because when you think about the numbers, well, no, not necessarily. He has the gun. But, I was gonna say, when you think about the numbers, without Snake, we have a digital root of 7. Without Clover, we have a digital root of 3. Which means we'd have to drop Santa off instead of dropping 7 off to all get out. But he didn't care about that last time, so, eh. Junpei turned and headed for the living room. Anything to get out of there. Is it really Santa, though? I don't know. Was there some other clue, perhaps? Anything that might lead him to whoever had stabbed Clover. Well, let's see. If it was the knife from the freezer, which I thought might be used for something like this, god darn it, then who went in there? It couldn't be 7, couldn't be Snake, couldn't be me. Oh, couldn't be Snake. Maybe I have to cross Snake off my list then. Who's left? June, Lotus, Ace, Santa, and Clover. If it's not Clover, then that doesn't leave many targets. He took his time and examined the room carefully. His eyes caught on the door. The door that led to the passageway of door number 5. Behind that door was the dead body of the 9th man. Maybe I should have another look at it, just in case. Quietly, he pushed open the door. The smell hit him like a blow to the face. His lungs contracted, unwilling to inhale such fetid air. Acid boiled up from the base of his stomach, churning what little food was there into a violent froth. It was too much for him, and he vomited. A thin stream of yellow water and bile splattered into the floor. Ah, it's delicious. He wiped his mouth weakly and stared at the dead body. Chunks of torn flesh lay in an arc across the body, around the body. What remained of its intestines had slid out onto the floor. The pool of blood that framed it was half dry, but so thick that it had taken on a texture not unlike that of an egg yolk prepared sunny side up. On the floor next to the broken mass of the man's head lay his glasses, cracks spidering across the lenses. The bloodstains near them had already dried, like scabs on the floor. That was when he noticed. It's gone. His bracelet. It's gone. Oh my gosh. That changes everything. That literally changes so much. Do you want to know why that changes so much? Let me tell you why that changes so much. The 9th man's bracelet, the number 9, either A, that could have been used as the fake bracelet, you know, for Snake's body, or B, the person who, well, if Snake was actually dead, which he's not, if you take that bracelet around with you, you can essentially have 2 bracelets at once, right? How do you get in door 3? You need a 3, right? If you add a 9, then you just need 3 more. If you add a Snake's 2, you just need 1 more, and that leaves Ace. But then again, Snake wasn't actually killed, so where does that leave us? He was sure of it. Did Ace take it? But even then, he'd need 1 more number to go through a door, right? Right next to the glasses. But now, it was gone. The number 9 bracelet was gone. But why? Had someone taken it? He was turning it over and over in his mind when he heard Seven's voice. Huh? Where'd Junpei go? It drifted out to him from the living room. Junpei walked slowly out of the hallway. Oh, there you are. Were you looking for something in the hallway? Seven looked up as Junpei entered the room. Did you find something? He thought for a moment before he responded. No, nothing. Oh, you don't trust him. Technically, it wasn't a lie. He hadn't found anything. In a way, in fact, that was the problem. Something he expected to find hadn't been there. The ninth man's bracelet. What's up? Okay, so that means, yeah, someone could have used that to get in a door that they normally shouldn't have been able to, but even then, they would need a second person at least. And on top of that, it could also be the bracelet that we found, wrecked near Snake's supposed body. But if that's the case, then who's the dead body belong to? Is it just someone random? Oh, well, I wanted you to take a look at something. What is it? What do we got? Seven led Junpei back to the bathroom. As Clover's corpse came into view, he felt his heart flip and then fall to the bottom of his stomach. Something between a sigh and a groan escaped his lips. What was it you wanted to show me? His voice was hollow and empty. I searched Clover's body again. I found this. As he spoke, he moved around Clover's head. Was it the same thing? Oh, in the other playthrough, she found something on the captain, and I was like, hey, what is it? But then I never got the chance to see it because, Ace was moving us along too quickly. Then knelt down and flipped over her right hand. Oh, yeah, that thing! But what's in it? And, her skin. What? She was holding a piece of paper. I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, Oh, you are a cop through and through. Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing. He wasn't sure what that meant, but it likely didn't matter. I borrowed the knife which I'm going to kill you with now. The paper was more important. He picked it up and carefully opened it. There were 2 sentences written on it. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Now, truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand. So this is what he found. This is what she probably found on the captain that we didn't get to see last time. But if that's the case... Wait, did we see this last time? Maybe we did. Good. I think there was something else she didn't show us, unless this was it. I don't remember. But, yeah. What does this mean? What's this? Some kind of secret code? Seven peered over Junpei's shoulder at the note. Junpei stepped away from Clover's body and into the living room. He began to pace, attempting to decode the note. The first clue was likely the phrase Sinister Hand. Sinister Hand means? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You have to make a decision? The right hand, the left hand. The Sinister Hand. The Sinister Hand. Well, would it be the left hand if we're talking about Snake? But typically isn't the right hand considered more crazy? I'm gonna go ahead and guess. No, that wasn't right. In heraldry, the term sinister was used to refer to the left side of a coat of arms. I didn't know that! God. Or more accurately, referred to things on the left side of bearer of a coat of arms. The left hand. Like the prosthetic hand? What did the left hand mean? Is it really gonna be as simple as Snake is the mastermind? Was it like maybe a double red herring? Like what I mean by that is like they make it kind of obvious that he's up to something, but then they're like they make it so obvious that it's like it's just obvious enough, but not too obvious to the point where it's like, is it him? No, that's too obvious. I mean, he's not so obvious that it's definitely him, but it's obvious enough that it's probably not him because that would be too obvious. Anyways, Junpei looked at his own left arm. Oh, the arm with the bracelet. At the bracelet on his wrist. Did the darkness of the Sinister's hand have something to do with the bracelet? He examined the bracelet closely. There were 2 protrusions on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth. Gone. It sounded funny. What did it mean? Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Now truth is asleep in the darkness of the Sinister Hand. Okay. I had a theory earlier in the game. I remember making this theory. Everyone has amnesia. At the time I was just spouting random crap. But maybe it's true. Maybe what it means is, we all have amnesia, not just 7, and maybe there's like an antidote that gives us back our memory inside the watch? I don't know. Maybe that's it. Truth. Gone. Maybe those 2 words. How about reading it out loud? How about switching them? What else could they mean? How about reading them backwards? Gone had truth? How about switching them? What's the difference? What else could they mean? What else could gone and truth mean? Truth, of course, meant something that was correct. Something that was fact, in other words. Our memories had been tampered with, maybe. Something that was right. It would follow, then, that gone meant left. After all, after someone left, they were gone. Interesting. In this case, however, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. So that means truth equals right, gone equals left. That seemed to make sense. Junpei looked at the bracelet again. At the 2 protrusions on the left and right of the face. Junpei, press them in the following order. Right, 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 left, left, left. Left, 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 right, right, right. Truth had gone, truth had gone, truth had gone. So it would be... This is crazy. So it would be... For truth had gone, it would be, right, left, right, left, right, left. Left, left, right, right, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Right, right, left, left, right, left. Left, left, right, right, left, right. So it would be right, left, right, left, right, left, right? Because truth had gone, truth had gone, truth had gone. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And then... What the frick? One after another, 8 numbers flashed on and off of the face of Junpei's bracelet. He checked one more time to be sure. No way. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. What does that mean? Is that the code? That would be crazy. But what's the digital root of all that? 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Yeah, 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 3 is 8. And then we got 3 8s. So 8, 16, 24 plus 2 is 26, which is just 8. Whatever that represents. Huh? Hey, what are those numbers? Jibba didn't answer. He couldn't answer. He had no idea what they were either. Besides, he was sure he would forget the numbers and the order they came in if he said anything. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. Muttering the numbers to himself over and over, Junpei headed toward the bedroom. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. What's going to be in this safe? 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1. Watch the door open and it's to be continued. Like, God damn it! I'm just waiting for when the to be continued is going to show up. It's scaring me. I'm scared. Before long, he found himself in front of the safe again. Its lock was the only device he could think of that required a sequence of numbers such as the ones he'd just discovered. Besides, someone had opened the safe at least once already. It's gotta be Snake. He's the smarty pants. But, even still, had he ever gotten the note? Unless Clover got it. Unless Clover opened it, someone didn't want her to, and then killed her, or to take her, I don't know. Had Clover come to the bedroom to open it? 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. Junpei slowly dialed in the numbers the bracelet had given him. 1 to the right, 4 to the left, 3 to the right, 8 to the left, 3 to the right, 4 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Finished. Junpei heard the small, telltale sound of a lock opening. He grabbed the handle, took a deep breath, and pulled it open. Another note? Piece of paper? It was roughly the same size as the one Clover had been holding. Junpei picked it up. What do we got? This is what it said.